Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we saw some videos being circulated online of Raila being heckled in Burma market. And I did make it very clear yesterday here that I was in that meeting myself, and such incidents personally I never witnessed. I'm not trying to deny that such an incident never occurred, but anybody who was there possibly might have not noticed that incident. It just means that those who are organized goons at some corner trying to disrupt the meeting. And I did explain categorically well the trend the Tanga followers have been using, the trend Tanga followers have been using together with their leadership. We saw that incident recently in Nandi, where youths were organized the whole night to block Gideon Moi from being sworn in as Atalai clan elders. We have seen such incidences. Everywhere Tanga leadership goes, we have seen some form of violence. We saw it in Muranga where 2 people were killed. We saw it in Kisii. So this is a new trend the Tanga group are trying to adopt. And they are trying to make it very, very hard for any other candidate to campaign, using their goons, they heckle people, and they ferry goons to disrupt other people's meetings. So today, I think they have been embarrassed. The very, very youth they used yesterday to go and disrupt Raila's meeting in Burma, those same youths have stormed their meeting demanding to be paid. It simply means they hired youths but they never paid them. So the youth have stormed Uda headquarters demanding to be paid. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, things are getting interesting. Let me now take this opportunity to warn one William Ruto. Let me tell Ruto this. William Ruto, you are a thief and a common thief. Don't bring your Nandi violence to the city. The city, we have suffered enough. The handshake has brought us peace in this city. Please, William Ruto and your goons, don't bring your violence to the city. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've had enough of this corrupt individual. We have had enough of this Aror man. This man who steals everything. He steals the food together with the sufuria. We have had enough of this man. And let me now make it very clear that if somebody is trying to look for votes to be president, he is not even yet a president. And he's hiring youth left, center to block others from holding rallies. And then they are celebrating that. You don't celebrate mediocrity. If William Ruto is truly a peaceful man, a hustler as he claims, he ought to have condemned, if he was not part of it, those idlers who are trying to disrupt Raila's meeting yesterday in Burma. He ought to have condemned them, but we find that his people are celebrating that. They are even circulating videos of Raila being heckled and they are celebrating. We are not going to take that lying down, let me tell you the truth. If that is the trajectory you want the politics in this city to take, then we are prepared and we shall heckle you, Mr. Ruto. We shall not only heckle you, but we shall stone you in Nairobi. Ladies and gentlemen, this idiot here calling himself William Ruto always says, Wajinga walisha Kenya. How comes is the only remaining fool in Kenya still remaining? Ruto, you are the only fool still remaining in this country. You are the only fool still remaining in this country. You can't hire youths to go and disrupt Raila's meeting in Burma, then you pretend that the truth will not come out. You pretend you are innocent. You pretend that you are loved and your people were heckling. How can people... Let me tell you, William Ruto, we are smart in politics. We know that people don't just heckle leaders. They are always being paid to heckle. It's very hard for somebody to come out of his house to go and heckle somebody. It's very hard. We know these things. And we know how they are planned. And these people are being paid to go and heckle, and they are paid to go and heckle. Nobody comes from his house and go and heckle. So if you think you are starting politics, you are still new in the city politics. Eh? You have never even contested to be president. You don't, that's not the way to look for presidential votes. Eh? That's how MCAs, MPs, and governors do. A president, you don't use such tactics. Presidency, you must use brain. So let me tell you, William Ruto, the youths you hired yesterday to heckle Raila have stormed your office, your other offices, demanding to be paid. Pay those youths and pay them very well. In fact, they wasted a whole day trying to disrupt a Raila meeting, but they found it was very hard. They could not disrupt Raila's meeting. So pay them. In fact, every youth should be paid 20,000. They wasted their time there and they were almost beaten. I said yesterday that Ruto is so disparate for power. I don't know why is that disparate, while he's still very far from even the presidency. Even an MCA, Ruto is still very, very far from even being elected an MCA. He doesn't fit the bill. Yes, the youth have stormed your office today, and they were demanding Hakiyao, you pay them the money. You hired them yesterday to disrupt Raila's meeting, so they want you to pay them. Yes, they want you to pay them. We know how politics is being played. You can cheat those who don't know how politics is. Characters are siasa. You can cheat those ones who don't know the way politics is being played. But for us who know, we shall expose you. You paid the youth yesterday to heckle Raila. The only blunder you made, you hired them, promising to pay them, but you have not paid them. Or maybe you promised to pay them some, maybe 500 or 1,000, but you gave them only 200 or 100. Now they want their money and you must pay them, William Ruto. Pay the youth you hired to heckle Raila. Pay them their money. If you can't pay them, let them storm that office of yours, take chairs, and then they go and sell. You will not be using hustlers badly. Watu wako na shida mingi, wako na njaa, then you hire them to go heckle Prime Minister Raila Molo Odinga, and then you don't pay them. At least Raila's presence there boosted business. But traders there made serious money. Traders in Burma yesterday sold their meat, and there was nobody left with any stock. That is what we want. Then you bring hired goons to go and disrupt such kind of an event. Then you call yourself a hustler. This is not Nandi, my friend. This is not Nandi. For Nandi, and Raila is not Gideon where you chase like an antelope. Raila is a seasoned Nairobi politician. And if that's the way you want to go, Ruto, you'll find campaigning in this city very hard. I'm telling you for free. If it's violence you want, then we are experts in violence. If you want violence, we are experts in that, and I'm telling you, William Ruto, go try that somewhere. Don't bring that kind of nonsense to the city. This city has got its owners. You are a village politician. Go back to the village there, and with your ally people there, go back there and you block Gideon as you want, but you cannot block somebody in this city. Let me tell you, William Ruto. Yes, the youth have stormed your office. And let me congratulate those youths for storming your office. And let them, if you don't pay them today, let them take everything there. They go and sell. That is what you wanted. And we are just trying to serve you what you wanted. Let me now say this, ladies and gentlemen. These people calling themselves Tanga, the hustler movement, their politics is based on violence and intolerance. And we have seen that trend, that perpetuating it everywhere. My brothers from central Kenya, you never used to heckle people or even throw stones at people, but there is something that is happening that is not characteristic of our brothers from central. In 2007, we saw what happened in a Kiamba church. We saw children, women, and young men being burnt live in a church. We saw that. And it was very unfortunate. That trend is simply creeping back, and it's very unfortunate that the same people who were burned in a Kiaba church are the ones now being used to perpetuate that kind of violence. Recently, we saw 2 people dying in Muranga. 2 people dying in Muranga. We saw Gideon Moi being blocked in Nandi from meeting the Talai elders. And we saw paid, hired youths trying to block Raila's Burma meeting. This just shows you how intolerant these people are. And imagine they have not even been elected the president. Assuming they are now elected and they have the instruments of power, what can these people do? If now they are just a deputy president and is hiring youths to block somebody from attending an event in the city, what if this person is elected the president? Ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest. What if this kind of a person is elected as the president? What can he do? Let me now talk to Ruto's bloggers. Ruto has hired thousands of bloggers online, spewing hate and circulating fake news every now and then. They are circulating fake news every now and then. Let me tell you, these fake bloggers, these ones who have been hired by Ruto, your days are numbered. Continue spreading fake news, but your days are numbered. You shall be held responsible for those fake news you are spreading and those fake videos you are spreading. Your time is coming. Continue spreading those fake news of yours. Continue inciting Kenyans the way you are doing. Let me tell you, your days are numbered. And you will know, mutajua serikali ni nini. Continue spreading those fake videos and fake news. One by one, you shall be held responsible and you shall be held accountable for your incitement. And this is why I always stand on the principle and the fact that we have been dominated by 2 communities. It's now time we try other communities. There is nothing wrong by Amkamba, a Luya, a Masai, a Taita, a Somali being president in this country. Let us try these other communities. We have tried Kikuyus and the Kalenjins, and what they have brought us is misery. They have brought us serious suffering. They have destroyed the economy of this nation. They promised us laptops. We never saw any laptop. They told us that they were going to give us laptops, the stadium, the 1 million jobs. We have never seen any of those. What they are now doing again is to give new promises and new pledges. You can cheat some people sometimes, but you cannot cheat them always. Ruto and your ilk, wajinga walisha Kenya, you always tell us that, and that's what we are telling you. Wajinga walisha Kenya. Ni wewe tu William Ruto umebaki bado ukiwa mjinga. Ni wewe na hiyo mkomeni yako Oscar Sudi wenye mnatusi watu ndio bado umebaki ukiwa wajinga. And it's now forcing people like us now to deal with you. You are now forcing us to deal with you. You are a bad example to the young people and a bad example to the youth. Why are you teaching the youth to be abusing their elders? Wewe Ruto, wewe mwizi, wewe. Why are you teaching the young people to be abusing their elders? You are hiring youth left, center. You are referring youth to your meeting so that it can be seen to be big. All those antics we know, my friend. Kura ni tofauti, ladies and gentlemen. Kura ni tofauti. And how I wish even election were held today, so that this man can see that you can cheat some people sometimes, but you cannot cheat them always. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, let me congratulate the boys who are demanding for their pay, and let's tell Ruto to pay the youths he hired. He should not be allowed to be using hustlers badly. Otherwise, thank you. Don't forget to give this video a like. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.